Aloha. Welcome to paradise. Aiea, Hawaii, just outside of Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. A tremendous setting and a spectacular game that we have in store. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Rainbow Warriors ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
And the Marshall offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The offense lining up for a first down play. The give to the back. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Comes out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle, it's McCoy. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. What a job to lay out and make the catch. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. To the air, it's Pennington. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On third down, going up top. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Marshall will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line.
Rainbow Warriors will take over. 1st and 10.
First down here for the offense. Quarterback will audible. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Caught over the middle. It's Perry. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. At the 45 on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Dialing up a second down pass play. He's got the back in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intention. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They march 72 yards, and they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. Touchdown, Hawaii! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week one is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is
fires into traffic, it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go with a direct snap. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Rainbow Warriors Buccaneers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hawaii! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
You got to be... It's early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Shakes off the defender. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Marshall quick to the line. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He'll take a deep shot here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
Got his man downfield. Afterburners coming. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Coming after it. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Moving out of the pocket. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Connection to the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Going for it all. And he makes the catch at the 25. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Marshall quick to the line. Looking to throw, it's Pennington. He's right on target. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Dumps it off in the flats. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Finds space on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going up top on 1st down. Feeling some heat. And they got him for the sack. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the...
Fires toward the end zone. And the pass hits, picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Hawaii 28, Marshall 0.
Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. Fair catch called for and made. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough to own an attack.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab down the left side. Oh, look out. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Warriors. And the pummeling has started. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. North Texas is dominating this one, and you can bet the good folks in Denton are loving every aspect of this offense. They're up by 18 over Penn State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when to go. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And it took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season, and it took to the second half, but I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season, and this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. The give on the inside. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, man, they've got a big lead on offense, and they are still taking shots. They are challenging this secondary deep down the field. They barely missed that one.
Complete to the left. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Looking to go up top on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Going to try to get it himself. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Rainbow Warriors are on the move. They'll throw it on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He makes the grab. Pulled down for the tackle.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense snatches it, and they've reversed the field. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Herd! And the defense doing work.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quarterback checking off. On second down, looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Looking for the end zone. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter.
The end of the third quarter. With the score, Hawaii 34, Marshall 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking downfield, it's Pennington. Throws to the wideout. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Trying to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Hawaii. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
14.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Marshall offense will take over. First and 10.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
At the 31-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
Off play action on first down. Looking down the middle. Got his man on the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Marshall quick to the line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Gonna take a shot. And he's thrown another interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this DB.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game this far.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Looking to throw for it. It's complete to the left. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Rainbow Warriors look to keep this drive humming. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. It's 1st down from the 11. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Yeah, the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. 14. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like we've stopped them all game long. Like they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
Back to pass, it's Pennington. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next week.
The give on 4th down. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a 1st down for Marshall.
On the ready.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been